Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is Wrecked Food Farmer here, and today we are going to be discussing something quite special that's not actually been released yet. Temple Dao. I'm going to be going over the website, the Medium articles, and this pretty useful tweet that incurs a little bit of trolling as well. So, what is it? Let's have a look, because if you come over to the Discord group, you will see that there is quite a bit of trolling, and I've just found this article that really summarizes what Temple Dao is quite well in a short space of time. So I'm going to kind of drop some alpha for you in one video and kind of let you all get on board and understand what we're working with here, because the temple is a sacred little project. They're not just letting anybody get access to this. You've got to come into the Discord, come over and verify yourself. I have done it. I have verified myself and become a Templar, but I still don't have a pre-sale allocation. To get a pre-sale allocation, you've got to do a series of tasks or make yourself worthy. It's quite an interesting concept to actually give allocation allotments. So, can you really sleep easy staking in the temple? Let's read more about it, and then I'm going to go over the official Medium articles. So, I found the concept of Temple Dao confusing, so I took some time to go through all the Medium articles and understand it. Below is a thread summary from what I took away from the Medium articles. So go and follow this guy on Twitter. He's obviously an alpha dropping gem. He said blah blah blah, it's a joke. So, what is Temple Dao? The goal of Temple Dao is to shelter volatility, to create a token that provides a healthy balance between gigavolatile nanocap alts and stablecoins. Temple is not pegged to stablecoins, but instead backed by stablecoins. Temple Dao aims to reduce volatility in two ways, through staking and buying. Number one, staking. During downturns, yields are boosted to incentivize staking and reduce circulating supply. 2. Buying. Temple will have a fixed buying price for Temple that you can sell to instead of through DEX AMM pools. The Temple's buying price is fixed for any amount of Temple with no slippage, which lets you arb the DEX price if misaligned. 4. 4. How does one get more Temple? So you can either buy it from the Temple or you can buy from a DEX AMM. When buying from the Temple, the price is pegged to 3 to 6 times the intrinsic value. So what is the intrinsic value for Temple? Intrinsic value is calculated as the total amount of reserves in Temple Dao divided by the total supply of Temple, meaning intrinsic value equals total reserves / total supply. What does Temple Dao do with the reserve? In this case, they are deployed into yield farming strategies to grow the protocol and the reserves, and thus increasing intrinsic value. And in table format below, courtesy of the Temple team. So, you buy Temple via the AMM, you take slippage, price rises. You buy Temple via the Temple Dao app, no slippage, no price impact. Where does your money go? If you buy it into the AMM, it goes into the liquidity pool. If you buy it via the Temple Dao app, it goes into the protocol. What can your money do if you buy it from AMM? Nothing, it sits in a pool. What can you do if you buy it? What can they do with your money if you buy it via the Temple Dao app? It can be put to work and invested. How does the community benefit if you buy Temple via the AMM? Token price immediately rises, creating incentive to trigger dump. But how can the community benefit if you buy Temple via the Temple Dao app? Value is distributed to stakers via dividends over time, creating long-term incentives. And what makes Temple Dao different? There are multiple aspects of Temple Dao that make it special. First is safe harvest. With safe harvest, Temple can only be minted when there is growth in the protocol reserves and intrinsic value. Remember from above that intrinsic value is calculated as total reserve / total supply. When total reserve grows, intrinsic value grows as well. Combined with safe harvest, this allows more Temple to be minted up to the price peg of 3 to 6 times the intrinsic value, expanding the supply. However, The percentage of Temple that is minted will not be the same percentage as growth in intrinsic value. Currently, TempleDao plans to allocate inflows to 35% to stakers, 15% to LPs, 10% to the bonus reward pool, 20% to the team and devs, and 20% to reserves. What is the bonus reward pool? Occasionally, Safe Harvest will have accumulated excess rewards, which will be allocated into the bonus reward pool. When excess rewards are available, Temple creates a special offer giving a bonus APY for a fixed period of time. To gain the special offer rewards, the token will have to stay staked for the entire period of time, summarized in the table below. So, special offers are just like the regular method of buying and staking Temple with a few extra features. There is a bonus APY multiple for a specific period of time. Your staking is locked for this bonus period of time. At the end of the bonus period, you continue receiving regular staking rewards. The offer is available for a limited volume that can be afforded by the protocol. So this is a special offer. The third cool part of Temple is Safe Premium, which sets the Temple price at 3 to 6 times the intrinsic value. If the AMM price is higher, you can buy directly from the Temple and sell into the AMM pool. But what if the AMM price is lower? That's where Temple Defend comes in. Temple Defend is a smart contract to create a price floor. Here's how it works. If AMM price is greater than the Temple price, then you can buy Temple from the AMM and stake it in the Temple Defend smart contract. That lower than. If the AMM price realigns back to the Temple price, you can sell the tokens back onto the AMM or transfer to the staking contract for more Temple. If the price does not realign, then you have the right to sell the tokens at the Temple Defend price, creating a price floor. The final special part of the Temple is the Unstake Queue. There is a capped amount of unstaking allowed per day at 3% currently. Unstaking is on a first come, first serve ordered by a queue. For example, if 4% wanted to unstake on day N, then the 1% excess unstaking request would roll over to day N plus 1 at the top of the queue. Put the sum of its parts together, Temple aims to grow while minimizing volatility, and that's the Temple. Now, that was a brilliant overview of what TempleDao is and how it works, how they are going to mint the Temple tokens by keeping it at 3 to 6%, 3 to 6 times the intrinsic value of what's in the treasury. So, in the Discord the other day, there was quite a few questions. People were coming in and saying, "What's the total supply going to be?" or "What's the circulating supply going to be?" And there isn't going to be a specific circulating or total supply. That's what I gathered. It's actually going to be dictated about how much is in the treasury. And that kind of depends on how much can be allocated, how much can be minted. So that's really cool. And if you come onto the website, the DApp isn't live yet, nor is the token. But you can see the Temple offerings: stake Temple to play the most innovative long-term game in DeFi, stake any asset to automate and stabilize, principle, rituals, ascension. It's a really cool website, and I would recommend you all come in, join the Discord, get yourself in here. You just got to click that. I'm in already, and it is a nice community. There is some trolling, but if you come onto here and you come on verify voice, verifiers, you will see, or you can come over to here, and then you've got to either read a prayer or sing a song of your choice. It's quite hilarious, really, but it is well worth doing, in my honest opinion, just simply because you get potential to have a pre-sale allocation to this, which is what I'm shooting for. Ideally, I would like to get early access to this. I do think that it's got a good team behind it. Every week they drop these, so you can actually come and listen to these call to prayers. Every week they drop one of these, explaining, and it's like a team discussion, talking about the project, talking about what's coming up, dropping some alpha. So go and give these a listen if you haven't already. And And I'm going to leave the TempleDao Medium articles down in the description. I don't think I'm going to go over them. I think he covered that perfectly. I'm going to just go over these further questions, really. So I do have some follow-ups and questions. Downturn is taken from the Medium articles. What does downturn mean in this case? Downturn in general, in the general crypto market or within Temple, how much would yields be boosted? Intrinsic value is defined in the Medium articles. The stated multiplier is 3 to 6x, beginning at 6x to be reduced to 3x in the future. If 10% is allocated into the bonus reward pool, then I assume each day will have a bonus pool limited by the amount in the reward pool, and only a certain number of Templars can allocate into the bonus pool. Will there be a criteria for who gets allocated, or is it FCFS? Is there a supply cap? This is what I was talking about before. From what I've read, the token will have uncapped supply and will be limited by growth of the reserves. So, yeah, for the 4.14 million fire ritual raise, how much of it is going into reserves versus development? Is it the same proportional allocations as in /10? These are all really good questions that the protocol will be answering. But as you can see, even one of the best deep divers on here still has these questions, and it is quite it's quite a mysterious project. You know, you've got to come in, you've got to verify yourself on the voice chat. Even if you want to learn more, you know, you can read it all, and it still does leave it somewhat unanswered for a lot of the time. I'll open that up, but let me just pull the roadmap up really quick instead of reading through all of the tokenomics and all of the boring things. I'll just pull the roadmap up. Here we go. Let's get that quickly, and let's just go over that really quick. So you can choose your risk level. That's quite a cool thing. But what they're saying is this is the next generation of DeFi investing, and I do think with DeFi 2.0, with it being the new trend with Olympus and Wonderland Time, and I think Temple may be one of the next best things to come out of DeFi 2.0. I think the whole thing about owning your own liquidity and being your own treasury, I think it's super important, and we are seeing more and more projects owning non-native tokens in the treasury, which I think is very, very important. So to actually start this up, you're going to need Frax, I'm pretty sure. You can't just come in and buy Temple tokens. You're going to want to put in Frax tokens first. But anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. I'm going to leave some links for you to do your own research down below. This is TempleDao.medium.com, or the official website link is TempleDao.link. My name is Wrecked Food Farmer. You should go and follow me on Twitter, get me up to 700. But this is my pledge of allegiance towards the temple. I hope that you all liked my video, and you can share it with people that are a little bit interested about the temple, what it is, how are they producing the tokens, etc. And I can't wait to be earning this crazy high yield. So, thank you all very much for joining. Wrecked Food Farmer, signing out.